Cursor really just killed every single AI coding tool in the market. If you don't even know what I'm talking about, first off, Cursor can run for over 10 hours straight. That's not a joke. But the thing that made me realize I need to make a video is its ability to quite literally not only create code, but also demo the code, record a video, and then show you that video. You heard me correctly. Cursor is so good now. So let's say you have a feature. I have a new feature. I want to add the ability in my AI email software for the user to get an AI body. Great, fantastic. Now Cursor can quite literally code that for 10 hours straight if needed. And on top of that, record a demo video showing you the feature actually working. Let's jump in. I'm not one to always make a video on a new AI feature because a lot of times new AI features aren't that impressive, but I will have to say this new feature by Cursor, it came out yesterday. You know, I kind of glanced at it. I'm like, oh, it's probably something cool. Then I went over to Cursor, started playing around with it, and I realized, oh, if you remember Anti-Gravity from Google, like their IDE, I thought they were going to do what Cursor just did first, and they didn't. All right, so for everyone confused, let me just show you. So I have my amazing app here. It's called OneOff. I use this application, as you can see behind me, that I like to leverage. But let me show you the feature that's just crazy. We're going to do something along the lines of make a demo video of you using the Remotion tool here to say new Cursor update dropped, record code changes, submit to human. Now on the surface, you might be like, well, Corbin, you have to prompt it in order for it to create these demo videos. No, you don't. Here is what's crazy, y'all. What you'll notice is with my application right here, there's a bunch of tools. Like all that stuff right there, I created in a long run using Cursor. But I'm gonna do you one better. When I did the long run plan, which literally had this thing running for hours to create this, I told it at the end of the plan, create demo videos to show me every single tool being used. And it did that. Watch this. So due to the fact this is running in the cloud, I was able to go to the gym, come back, and have this entire application built out for me. And as you can see right there, it's already active. So they have their own little VM in the beautiful cloud that's going to give it the ability for their AI agents to run said demos. And when you hear the term demo, I mean like demonstration, showing you the code actually working. First off, we're using Remotion. If you don't know what Remotion is, it's like API for creating videos. It's pretty cool. What you'll see here is that I don't even care how long this will take to test the code, because in reality, I'm not sitting here watching it do this demo. I'm doing something else, right? I've fired off this cloud agent and it's going. We'll literally see it double click the text and then change the text if needed. New Cursor update dropped. Huh? How's it doing this? While we let this cook, don't worry, we're gonna watch the whole demo together. Let me show you how to even set this up because it's quite literally changing the game as it says here. Crazy. So first things first, simply integrate Cursor into GitHub. If you don't know what GitHub is, then you need to watch my GitHub video. Come on, catch up. Second things second, choose your model. I would opt for either, let me just out of that real quick. I would opt for either Codex 5.3 high or alternatively Opus 4.6 high, because if you're going to do this, you want the absolute best reasoning model to make the best code. If you're like, Corbin, I don't know which one to choose, you got to watch a video came out 4 days ago. I rank these from 1 to 4, the best models to choose for what, because it actually matters. Let's just say I go with Opus 4.6 high. Next step, do long running. This is crazy. Like this. What you're about to witness right now is bananas. As if you're familiar with this channel, you know Aries. You know Aries? Aries was my idea of an autonomous running software engineer that would just build out code and just run like for hours, days, weeks. Yeah, they built Aries basically. In theory, Aries, we could go local, but in theory, this is basically 90% of the way of what I was thinking of when creating Aries. Grind 3 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours. Huh? So choose the amount. If you really want to just go crazy, you could do 10 hours. Like this is super cool. And then you put in your prompt. If you're wondering the best prompting practices here, what I would suggest and what is really cool is use terms like open source, UI that looks like XYZ. What do you mean, Corbin? Open source. Why are we doing open source, Corbin? Because it doesn't cost you any money. This entire one-off marketing tool situation I got going on here is all open source frameworks that allow me to do really cool things for free. On top of that, UI looks like XYZ. What UI do you like, Corbin? I love YouTube UI. Then use YouTube UI as context. This is how you get better UI for your applications. UI, front-end, user interface, how it looks. Now, the big unlock here that allows you to then do demos, as you would end the prompt with like, then do a demo of each feature, proving it works. I saw this thing run into an error. It messed up in the demo and then realized, you know what, I need to change the code file. It changed the code file. But here's the big part here. Your screen might look a little different than mine. because you probably haven't set up your environment yet. So in order to set up your environment, you are literally just going to click set up your environment. And here is the best part. What the environment allows you to do is it builds a sandbox, installing all your relevant dependencies. And on top of that, if you have secret environmental variables, e.g. like an OpenAI API key, an Anthropic API key, like the stuff you don't want to share on the internet, you can load that into the environment as well. And this environment makes it so that when we run these agents for very long amounts of time, it has like, basically it's like you're building a house. And instead of every single time you want to walk into the house, you have to start from foundation upwards. Your house is already built and now you're just adding a new extension to it. So therefore, an application like this behind me is pre-built. It's ready to go. Separate environment. If you want to see a video on that, let me know. So once you set up your environment, which will be associated to your Git, what is your Git? That's your repository. That's your code in the cloud, like a Google Drive, a doc. It doesn't matter. Okay. Your code's in the cloud. It will be able to do these super cool things, y'all. And, you know, I probably should have made a video on this long running situation that's behind me because it was cool. Next level, but it wasn't until they did this demo update that I'm like, okay, I have to do a video on Cursor. This is all cool, Corbin, but this doesn't seem like it could build out a real application. You want to see something? And no, I'm not going to point out Thumbio. I'm going to point out another application I made using this long run behavior. You don't believe me? Look right here. Zoom in. That's 10,000 lines of new code. What was it for, Corbin? TechSniff.com. Using Cursor and this long run feature, it coded out an entire media website in a couple hours. Articles, 60 seconds, value. If you want to check this out, description down below. This was coded and I was like cooking a steak. Like, I want medium rare. I want it like, you got to get like the pan super hot, a little bit of oil, let it burn. You put the steak on, add the butter, do the Ramsay method. Okay. While I was cooking that, it cooked out TechSniff, literally. Also, if you work at Cursor and you're watching this video, I applied for the plugin, okay? Show TechSniff some love. We want to get news about tech in Cursor, okay? The results are in and Cursor's got to chill. This did better than I was even assuming. As I stated before, I had multiple demos created through that very long run because at the end of the day, time doesn't matter when I can turn off my computer and just have this agent run. Look, so not only does the agent quite literally test your UI, it will also break down in the video what's even happening. So for example, generating OG image, like this part of the application, it's showing it using that part of the application. On top of that, look at this. So the Command K is a keyboard shortcut for search on this application. It will show that it pressed the key and then it actually works where it's able to search tools. GIF maker, let's make a GIF or GIF. Fight in the comments. There are other demo videos here, such as this one. I mean, this is amazing, y'all. Imagine you're doing a PR in GitHub and someone in your team is like, hey, I just created a new feature. You don't even need to record yourself showing the feature. You don't even need to run the application locally to test the feature. No, Cursor will just show you in a video doing the feature. And the fact that they went an extra mile here on the Cursor team to break down each section of the video of what's even happening, W. And then make it super easy to share. You can either download or share it. Share this video, leave a like, and then we got our amazing video right here. Stop scrolling, editing, call to action, etc. And I want you to realize this is their initial push. So if it's this crazy good now, imagine a year from now. So as you already know these style of videos, I'll see you in the next. What on earth is going to happen to coding in 5 years?